Hey guys, before I go to bed, and I should have gone, but I'm of course awake. I just had conversations with some of my clients, so I want to answer some of them questions and also give you some advice basically. So it's all inspired with the conversations I had with you guys today. First of all, if you are very needy and desperate and obsessed and in victim mentality and low vibration, a good advice for you is to delete all the texts with your ex. So that's one thing. It's really, really good because you just keep reading on them and you keep getting more and more needy and more obsessed. It's better not to look at them. And if you have them on your phone, you may look at them. Another great tip is to don't look when they were online, last online. I think I already said this, but if you can, you know, uh, user settings and kind of make sure you don't see it. Also, stop following them on social media because it will upset you. You don't have to delete them, you don't have to block them, just stop following them. You have that options to stop following so you don't see them in your news feeds, and basically just don't expose yourself to any of these things because it just keeps you obsessive and needy. This is for the people obviously who are not in constant contact with their ex or don't see them all the time and things like that. Also, if you are in contact with your ex and you're like you are also kind of needy, waiting for the text, waiting for the reply, checking when they were last online, wondering why they're not replying if they're online. Same things applies to you. Delete the messages. When you have a conversation, delete it afterwards, and don't use your settings not to see when they were last online, and unfollow them on social media. Really important to do, trust me. It's going to help you so much with your mental health. You're going to stop with the part of the obsession for sure this way. Okay, so another thing, and this is just again me speaking about astrology. Now, I'm not a trained astrologer, and that I work with a professional astrologer because me myself, I'm not good enough to do astrology readings or to find dates for your spells. So I do work with an astrologer. I have associate, and this is again gonna just be my research and what I know. So, as you know, the moon coming up on Tuesday is going to be the Scorpio moon. I will also emphasize that since yesterday, we are in a bit better period. So, the worst period is behind us with the solar eclipse. That was really harsh, as you know, on most of us. And now with the Scorpio moon, it will get better for us. Scorpio moons are intense. They can bring big changes. They're not bad, don't worry. And, you know, what was I going to say about Scorpio moons? We had a new moon in Scorpio last year in November. So just try to figure out how did you feel November last year, and kind of you will kind of get similar stuff maybe during this period. So Scorpio moons can bring new beginnings, can bring new loves. This particular one is aspected like that. So it also is good for finances for certain astrological aspects depending on your charts. Anyways, let's view it as a good thing as always, and I think for the most part it can be. Okay, and now the third question that I really wanted to answer for all of you who are feeling this way. So, one of the clients, I don't remember when we started working, like a month ago. Yeah, something like that. The last full moon, yeah. we did a spell. So it hasn't been even a month. So, she's asking me what is she doing wrong? Why isn't anything changing? She sees her target quite often and nothing's changed about him, and she's really, really, really frustrated. So, first of all, if this is how you feel, it's very important to know that hard situations can take time, unfortunately. And yes, I know we all want our exes back as soon as possible. Well, you all do. I don't want my exes back. But you want them as soon as possible. Obviously, you don't want to wait 10 years to get them back. Absolutely, like J-Lo had to wait for Ben Affleck. So it's perfectly, it was more than 10 years, but I'm just like being funny here, trying to be funny at least. So I totally understand. We are all impatient, and that is the issue because unfortunately, you're gonna have to be patient. And in complex situations, it will take a bit longer for the spells to actually start making changes. So I had some clients, if you look at the reviews, that had absolutely zero movement through 3 or 4 months, and then all of a sudden, something happened. And and I had some that had movement all the time, but then again, until the final thing happened, it took months. And that's perfectly normal with complex situations, and I talk about it a lot. And I wish it wasn't. I wish it was like a quick fix, that and sometimes it is. For some people, it actually is. And this again depends on the vibration, the situation, the stubbornness of the target, so many things. So if they had, something fast happen to them, it doesn't mean you will as well. And you shouldn't compare yourself in general with anyone about anything, and spells as well. But I will tell you that for hard, complex cases, it rarely works fast. So yes, unfortunately, you have to have patience, and you have to wait, and focus your energy on something else. I know it's hard. I know that it's really difficult to get out of this, but you can do it. And another thing is, if you're gonna be, well, this is for the people that see their target all the time, right? So maybe you're getting a divorce, or you are divorced, or you are working together, or you're friends, whatever. So you tend to see them. For these people, it can even be harder than for those who are in no contact, believe it or not. You think it's easier, but it's not, because it's a lot harder to detach if you are in constant contact or if you see each other constantly. So detaching is a problem here, as we can see, and that's just normal. And it's a lot harder than when you are in no contact. It is harder. So the thing is that what you're doing, dear client, is you're observing your target, like you're waiting for those changes. You when you're around them, you're just looking at them and you're waiting for a change. You're observing whether there will be a change. And the law of physics, and you can check this out if you don't trust me, this is a scientific fact, says that if we are observing an object, nothing can change, because we are like focusing our energy on observing it and waiting for a change. So your energy is just basically obsessing over whether you're gonna see some change, whether you're just waiting for that change. Basically, you're chasing that change. You are just sitting there observing and waiting for the change. And that's it. That this is not how things change. I'm gonna give you an example. For example, if you're waiting for someone to reply to your text, and you are sitting near your phone and you're staring at your phone for hours, and you're just being needy and desperate, and the text is not coming. And on the other hand, as soon as you go and do something else, I don't know, clean the house, focus on something else, get away from your phone, the text arrives. So it's merely energy work, and we've talked about this a lot. So you really need to let go of this huge need. And you still haven't done it if you're waiting for that change in your partner, if you're observing partner or whoever it is, ex-partner, what I'm just, using terms here. If you're observing them and waiting for this change, it will not happen. That's not how it happens. It's the same as if, I don't know, you wanted to grow out your hair, and you are staring at your hair all the time for days, like looking at it if it's grown, and it's the same all the time. And then when you forget about it, and you let some time pass, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh, look how long my hair is, and you haven't been focusing on it, and it had a chance to grow. So it's just like that with everything, every single thing in the universe. It's a fact. I'm not making anything up here, guys. So yes, I know it's difficult to kind of let go and relax, and to be aware that, giving yourself timelines and waiting and, just really, really wanting it is something that actually is putting the pressure on it and delaying it and, blocking it from working, because your energy needs to be, like nice, peaceful, not an energy that will kind of be in the opposite of what you want, because it just is like that. And guys, I did not make up the rules or how it works. If I did, I would definitely go for the quick fix, because that would be the easiest for all of us, wouldn't it? But we just gonna have to do our part of the work. Okay. Anyways, I hope this helps at least someone that's listening. And I'm really gonna brush my teeth and go to sleep. Bye.